So the theme of the week, and stick around because there's actually a turnaround near the end, but the theme of the week actually started with me this week, and that's not normally at all how it happens. But Dana and I were in a business meeting with a gentleman that we have to be in business with at the moment of necessity. And I'm going to use the term gentleman to refer to him um, loosely and out of respect, because one of the things we teach in the Black Belt Mind is that we deserve to respect ourselves, and therefore when we treat others with respect, even if we are not receiving it, we are coming from a good place. So what I'm noticing in this meeting is that Dana speaks and this man listens. I speak, and it is our business together. It is Dana and me. We have a business together. But when I speak, this man ignores me. This man literally turns his body away from me. This man steps over me and just gets louder and talks over me. He treats me more than once or twice as if my voice doesn't matter, as if what I think and want is irrelevant. And so I did some rounds of nap to work on myself because I was not pleased with that. It was saddening to me and infuriating on one level that in this day and age, we're still dealing with that. It doesn't make sense to me. But then it starts showing up in sessions. And session after session, I have these 3 layers and the twist coming up. So the 3 layers are the inciting incident, right? The thing that happened. So in my case, it was this gentleman listening to Dana and not listening to me. And a woman that I've done sessions with in the last week, they've had an inciting incident where they were treated as less than, diminished, demeaned, demoralized, everything but the men in the room weren't. The layer underneath that was all of those places, all of those times when we are shocked, when we freeze, when we don't know what to do, when we accept the other person's reality as our reality. That's the second layer, all the things that are coming up to clear of I wish I had said, why didn't I do all of those layers? And then the layer underneath is the generation and generation and generations of women who came before us, who have had to deal with the same things, who have had their land taken away, who have had their money stolen by their husbands and they had no rights, who weren't allowed to vote, who weren't allowed to have pockets for flip's sake. We weren't allowed to have pockets, people, because when you have pockets, you can have keys and money and things like that. Women's pockets these days, we still have tiny pockets in most jeans compared to men. It's a whole thing. I know people, you can talk to them. It's a fascinating, weird thing. But all those generations of women having to deal with that. That's what the theme of the week has been. That's what I've been working on with people. That's been feeling more and more powerful every time we do a round. And this is the important part. When you're working on things like this, you can't just stop there, because one of the things that happens is you clear that and you feel empowered. And then there is a tendency to then want to even things out, even the scales, and go, yeah, well, screw you. I'm not listening to you now. I'm going to make sure that nobody listens to you. I'm going to make sure that you don't have a voice. And as satisfying as that might feel in the moment, that's a sign that things are still not entirely clear within you, because that's just causing the problem that we've been working to correct. And it's not right. It's satisfying in the moment, but it's not helpful in the long term. It's the Spider-Man guy, right? With great power comes great responsibility. So in the theme of the week, as you are napping things, if you're in a nap group, and actually if you're interested, leave a note below or sign up at thedigitaldojo.net for our newsletters, because we're going to start to put together a little mini course on clearing the issues and challenges that come from the current and inherited trauma of losing your voice, having your voice being demeaned and diminished. So if you would like to be a part of that class, let us know. We would love to have you. And here's to us all having our voices, having the right to be listened to, and giving everybody else that right too, because it is so far past time for them to have you. Whether it's because you're a woman or a person of color or your gender or your sexuality, it's just way past time.